Hello there, Taurus. My name's Frankie. Sorry, and I'm coming to you from spirits-healing-readings.com. And I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath. And I've been doing readings for 27 years now. And this reading's for Taurus for the month of December of 2016. And so I'm going to say Happy Thanksgiving because this is before Thanksgiving for me. And Merry Christmas to all of you Tauruses out there. I have a little announcement before I start the reading, and it's that my husband has a new website, and it's called megatoysplace.com. So go over there and buy all of your Christmas toys. It's a Amazon affiliate site. Anyhow, what I've done for us for the month, this is for December, and I've laid 4 cards for the month. You're going to use the bottom card for our overall view of the month, and we'll pull angel card at the end of the reading to hopefully clarify it. Now, I don't believe these cards are going to be week by week. I believe they'll probably blend in and out throughout the month for us. And since Oh, and I want you to, if you know your time of birth, you can look up your moon sign and your rising sign, and you'll get a lot more information. It'll make a more complete reading for you if you know those also, and put all three together. Now, I'm not an astrologer, so I looked up the astrology for us for the month, and it's in our 8th house, and that's like partnership, finances, it's money that's like held jointly, or estates, tax matters, any kind of joint money concerns. What else did it say in there? It said efforts to salvage things, estate and tax. It also said like occult matters or hidden things also in there. And all of our joint money concerns. I have a few words though that I was getting before, that I got before I laid the cards for us, and the words are faith, release, and clarity. Responsibility is the other word. Now I'm getting it after I laid the cards. When I first started looking at the words and trying to understand it, I was like, this doesn't make any sense. Now that I laid the cards, it's kind of making sense for me. Looks like a pretty dynamic thing, or interesting, should I say, month. So first thing I want to say before I do anything is, the one thing we want to stay away from is revealing our thoughts or ideas ahead of time. Now I'm an empath, so everyone, it's a speech pattern. I'll speak as if I'm you. So now all Tauruses are named Frankie for the intents and purpose of this reading. And it is a general reading, so it's going to fall in a different category for each and every one of us. Maybe love and relationships, maybe career, financial, things like that. Every single person will be a different category. Our first card here is the Two of Wands. And when I was looking at it, this is the overall view. When the twos come up, there's usually a decision or a choice that we are making about something in our lives. Well, this particular two, when I was picking it up and thinking about it, I was looking it over, and I kept getting this odd sensation around it. Like this choice here has something unexpected that goes along with it. So here's the way I want to say it is, I've made a choice, or I'm in the process of, for December, they're telling me I'm doing this, but they're telling me I'm doing it no matter what. And when we have the Two of Wands card here, it's like I've made this choice. I'm going to pursue it. I'm going to go forward with it. It's a done deal, right? But they're telling, and that it's going to be a good done deal, because the Two of Wands is like, I'm waiting for my ship to come in. If we look at him, he's like looking out, usually in most of the cards, over the water, and the moon's behind him, and we have the moon actually in two of these cards, and the moon to me is intuition. So this guy is making his choice. He is going to do it because he has decided that it's the right choice. So have faith, and I'm telling you, because of these other cards, release anything negative that is around this choice or decision that each of us as individuals is going through, right? Remember those words: faith, release, clarity. It's almost like an equation or a formula for the right thing. So we're going forward with a choice that we thought about, or a new enterprise, or a fresh start, or a new beginning, right? And we are doing it no matter what, because we decided. But with the Two of Wands, they're saying, always keep our eyes open, right, for any unexpected circumstances. So, if we have this card and we're going forward, there could be an unexpected thing, like some type of a support factor that we thought we had. These are 8th house issues that may not come through in the way we had expected it to. So it could be, let's say this fresh thing is, I'm going to buy a new house and I'm going to do it right now. And maybe the bank where I was originally dealing with said no to the financing at the last minute, and I have to go deal with another bank to get my yes. That's like the example that keeps flashing in my mind. So I want to have faith in it, because I really do have full knowledge. So we noticed in this Wands card here, this particular, and these, for all of you that asked me, are Morgan Greer. And I bought, this is my first deck of cards I've ever owned for my own very self here, that I bought for myself. This one has a moon in it, and this is the moon card. I've heard people say that this can be illusion, but in this case I don't feel it is illusion. I feel this card in this particular setup here is an internal card of going within to use like the lunar energies or intuition or insight into things. With this moon card here, it gives us insight, if we use it, into others too. So we could get insight into others' motivation behind perhaps why they are opposing, you know, the thing that we are wanting. They're, because remember, it was like releasing things, and we have several cards. You'll see what I'm talking about here. And they're saying, if it's, be prepared for the unexpected. So knowing that this is coming forward, right? I want to study other options too. With this intuition card, this is higher intuition. It would be, it could be like sudden onset if I'm not very spiritually developed or enlightened, that all of a sudden I become more psychic or clairvoyant. But it's going to give me a deeper level if I go within and search for that information or answers. So we're not only doing it like in the physical world, right, where we're waiting for the ship to come in, we are also doing this internally in our spiritual world, which is going to help us throughout this month, you know, to get that clarity, right, and to get the insight that is required at this time. So we're going to kind of zip our lip, don't reveal all of our ideas, you know, like kind of avoid it if it would be a new enterprise, like a new business or something like that. We don't want to spit it all out, but we are going to prepare for that unexpected. So if we think this is coming through full blast, and we're going to get the financing for our new house, let's say, or we're counting on our partner to give us the extra cash to do this deal, we are still going to be prepared, right? Without any fear, because there's release and faith, those words there, um, and responsibility to, like, have an alternative plan, because the Two of Wands says we're going to do it anyhow. So, what's a little more information is not going to kill us, right? We might as well do it anyhow. We're all individuals, because our next card here is the Devil card, Taurus, and really actually think the Devil card is Capricorn, but it's a pentacle. See the pentacle on his head, so it would be an earth sign. So that's Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, anyhow, but I do believe it's Capricorn energy. And this one has that big old pentacle right on top of his head. Don't be afraid, Taurus. When the Devil card comes up, we have two cards that are similar here. You'll understand it in a minute. Some people say drugs, sex, and rock and roll, so if that's what I'm doing and I'm wasting my energy, well, maybe I'm having fun while I'm doing all this rock and roll, but if this is wasted energy, right, the Devil card is a boundary card. So with the Devil card, we feel like we're bound and our options are being limited. So maybe they're being limited by someone else. Remember what they were talking about in the beginning. Maybe someone else is limiting our options. When we get this Devil card, there are always other choices. If we have no other, they're asking us to prepare for another choice in the physical plane. But if we have no other choice that we can see out of this or forward or through it, right? Clearly there's always spiritual choices. And we have the Moon card. So we could make a spiritual choice of how we're coming out of this dilemma. That's all I can tell you. Obstacle. Usually the obstacles are self-imposed. Let's look internally with this Moon card and see, did we self-impose this obstacle towards forward motion? Because it looks like, whatever it is, it's going to come through, and it's going to be good. But we want that extra preparation. A little bit of extra knowledge never hurt anyone. Because our next card's the Four of Wands. And in my old deck, this always reminded me of the Happy Home card. So it's like a comfortable state of prosperity. So they're telling us pretty clearly to release and have faith, because let's say we're in trouble now financially, or floundering here or there, and we're starting a new enterprise, or like a new relationship or something along those lines. They're saying not to worry, because these cards are going to blend throughout the month. We have this this is an excellent card. It's positive even if it's reversed, and it's upright. We have this nice sense of balance, like in our financial realm also. So maybe we're going to get married, and this comes in, this new development financially, or this comfort level financially, right, would come from that. Or maybe it comes because we unexpectedly were turned down for something. It's still coming. So that's what they're saying. Recognize the fact that it's coming. Now we have the Moon card here, so we don't want to make plans based on illusion, because that can be the Moon card also. But we want to make plans based on the knowledge that we're gathering, the facts, you know, all all of the extra things that we're putting together. And when we're manifesting like this, we're each individuals, but when we are manifesting, we are to conserve that strength, and we keep those dreams pretty much to ourselves, because a lot of times when we spit out the dream or the wish, sometimes people say, well, who's he or she to think they can have that? What makes them think that? And it starts to dissipate that energy or that flow. I think that's why they're telling us to like back off on the heavy duty speaking, because spirit, if we go internally, is going to give us a lot of clarity, right? And we're Taurus, we can step up to the plate, we can take any kind of responsibility. So, you know, even if this whole reading has to do with someone else that we're dealing with, right? We are going to be prepared, because our final card here is the Eight of Swords. And as you can see, she's tied up. She's got all these swords stuck around her, you know, and in my normal deck, I would be looking at this card and thinking, just step backwards or shake these off. In this one, though, she's pretty well tied up there, isn't she? And normally these swords are, and she has a blindfold on her eyes. Well, I always think when I see the Eight of Swords, into that the Two of Swords to me is we're blindfolding ourselves, and those swords are crossed across our chest. In that card, it's denial. In the Eight of Swords, it's the actual truth. So with the Eight of Swords card, we know exactly what we're dealing with. We may feel, right, that our options are limited. We may feel that, but we know exactly what we have to do to move forward. So that blindfold really isn't even there, because we know what we are going to do to move forward. And sometimes we don't do it, but we know it, right? Most of the times when we see this, and we have this devil card here too, it's a material circumstance that is causing us to not make this conscious decision that we know what's our obstruction or a block or whatever. Most of the time it is, because we have the devil card here. So sometimes we are not going to lower that blinder, or say that the way they're explaining this to me is like, say that I know the truth of it. It's like the elephant in the living room. You know, like, okay, this career or this job I'm at is just not working for me, and I know it. Before, with that Two of Swords, I could have been in total denial. There's some way, you know, let's say it's in a job, some way, somehow I can make this work. But with this one, it's like, I know it's not working, and I know exactly why, who, what, if, what circumstance each one of us is dealing with, but we may not be able at this exact minute to make that big jump forward. So they're saying we do know. We have the moon card. We can go internally, so there is no denying the fact that we know the circumstance that is around us. So what they're saying to me right now is be prepared, be responsible, right? Because there's a good situation. We're coming from a good, standpoint. And with this devil, remember, all of us need a firm position or firm ground to stand on in the material plane. The devil card is material thing in order for us to be able to move forward. So I believe we're all going to do this month. I believe that if we keep things, to ourselves, be like very thrifty with the finances or the money situations that each and every one of us are coming from, we are going to make that right choice and decision, because with that Two of Wands, we're going to do it anyhow. It's a path. It's a course, like a life correction course, that we are going to make. So we're going to do it with faith. We're going to release anything that's inappropriate. All we got to do is drop the blindfold. For these swords cards, this particular one, I always think, step back and shake yourself. Just step back and shake those binders off and, pull off the blindfold, and it's all over. And start moving forward, because as Tauruses, we're the first ones to make financial decisions. We're Earth sign, very materially oriented, so, and we're givers. So let's give to ourselves this month, and let's keep this, because we have that Moon card. Take a little minute or two to become very internalized, like to see with that very clear perspective, that clarity, the word they were giving us, and release anything that is holding us back in any way and move forward, because I think we're going to be really happy and very delighted with the outcome, and like they said, if it's something unexpected or we thought it was going to happen, this is how it is going to happen, step by step. Be prepared in case it doesn't happen step by step that way, that we have an alternative, right? Course to go for. It's kind of going to be really interesting. So whatever area it falls in your life, it's going to be pretty darn amazing, because we have that Four of Wands card in here too. And when I look down at these cards, and the words and the cards didn't quite fit together, and I was like, wonder what that's going to mean to us. I think it's a really good thing, as long as we count on us. Really, truly count on us, and we do a little extra legwork, just in case. Us, I'm telling you, really seriously, Taurus, these cards are interesting. This says trustworthy guidance. That's our angel card. The angel's talking to him, and he's writing it all down. The angels are talking to us. If we go internal, writing it all down. Let's see what it says. It says you've received a wonderful idea as an answer to your prayers. Here's your card here. That's interesting. Look at what's under it. Taurus, the World card. That's really interesting. Anyhow, it says, this idea is real and it's trustworthy. You can safely move forward with it, knowing that we are with you every step of the way. Ask for and be open to receiving our support for anything that you need related to this idea. Now that's pretty fascinating based on these cards that we pulled up, because they're saying faith, release, clarity, and responsibility. We're really happy, really delighted with the outcome. A little extra knowledge. If we have to take a couple extra steps, we'll be ready for it, right? Let's see what the alternatives are. The angels gave you this card because they want you to believe in your ideas, which are the answers to your prayers, and you can trust them. You'll be surprised as you move forward to put your idea into action, right? We're waiting for the ships to come in. As long as you check in with your angels regularly for your continued guidance. All right? It says, if you feel vulnerable, ask your angels to reassure you with emotional, spiritual, and material comfort, Taurus. Remember that faith. Additional meanings are, don't worry about the details. This how thing, they said a little bit of extra preparation is worth it. If something unexpected pops in, we're prepared. We still move forward, right? Don't worry about the details, as they'll take care of themselves as you go along. Go for it. The idea is valid, it's divinely inspired, and you're safe to make the changes and to move forward. All they're saying to me is, we're going to be really happy, delighted with it. Take off the blindfold, and a little extra preparation never hurt any of us, right? Alright, Taurus, that's your reading, and I want to tell all of you thank you for all of your likes and your shares and subscribes and comments. I really do appreciate your comments, and for all of you that I've met through doing these YouTube videos, I was really honored to serve each and every one of you. It's been a lot of fun, actually, and to all of you that I've spent all these years doing readings and that I've met through that, I really want to tell you how much I appreciate each and every one of you. If you just want to know more about me, all the information is down below this website, right on the bottom there, I believe. Or if you want to schedule an appointment with me, all of the information to do that is on the website. So Taurus, hopefully I will see you next month, and I hope you have a wonderful holiday. Bye-bye.